Everyone, Corrie Thorne, the spiritual healer, coming in to do my channeled messages. Finishing up the ones for February. I believe I only have a couple left. I think this one is for Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius Cancer and one more, I think. So please remember these don't replace any medical, psychological advice you've been given. This is to be taken as um, a form of entertainment. Also remember, it's this collective. It's not a personal reading. To book personal readings, you have to go to coreythorne.com. And so I'm also using my new deck of cards. They're not out to the public yet. This is just beta testing. And this is the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards. And so we're just trying them out in your session, in your reading today. So I'm also using another deck as well. But so these are channeled. These are not astrological, but it gives you some, energy that's floating through what I'm picking up for those born under each sign. This is, like I said, this is Sagittarius. So soul connection. And I feel like for you, I did get it I got both in reverse. So, and I'm going to kind of, um, so I've got the observer and I have the soul connection. And both are in reverse, but I'm going to flip them over and show you this way with these cards. And there's such beauty and such awe in these cards. But because they're in reverse, I'm like, these are like the attitude card, like your attitude is showing type of cards. And so this is the from the shadows. So the things that keep us from not living as our true self or keeps us going back. And even in our darkest days and in our darkness, there's still beauty and finding that sense of beauty in us. And sometimes it's like the things that we think are going to bring us closer to our light are the things, that may be taking us farther away from our true soul connection, the things that we want so bad, and just trusting that the journey is not always as we perceive it to be, but it is as divinely placed for us. So when I look at this soul connection, and her name is Vidoma, and when we see Vidoma, you just see this beautiful, elegant woman, and we see this presence of, how we should be representing ourselves, how we should be seeing ourselves. And it's like, no, just the image of what we've perceived people to be, in different roles, in different identities, whether, they are a medium, whether they are a healer, whatever it may be. That sometimes we get caught in what we should look like, or what people should look like, or how they should behave, how they should act. And that's all, based on perceived perceptions, right? Of we perceive it to be true because that's what we've read in books, that's what we've seen in movies, and that's not always the truth. It's like tarot cards. People are so afraid of these tarot cards, and I'm like, if you only knew the truth of divine connection and how God needs us all to look a little bit different to place us where we need to be of service. And so we're all doing the same kind of work in a different kind of way. And so this is truly finding that connection, finding that sense of connecting to what it is that makes you who you are. And that's what this month, February, is for you, Sagittarius. Finding the connection of what makes you who you are. And there's a lot of energy behind here. You'll see when you can, especially if you have them close enough, you can see there's a lot of spirit behind there. And so spirit has your back, spirit has you connected. And I feel like that divine consciousness is guiding your light, guiding your work for you to work in a certain energy, work in a certain way. And then the observer. And this is not so much, and because it's in reverse, it's like you believe that it's you who is the observer. You're the one that's observing all this. And so no, it's not. If you look closer, there's a beautiful angelic, I want to call her my Mary. She's like the Mother Mary to me. She's into the universal design here. She kind of looks like she's the Milky Way when you look at it, but it's like divine energy. And so is either, what are you observing? What is she observing? What are we seeing? And both are looking the same direction. So she can see all things, and and so she's watching you and she's looking in the direction. She's like, what are you? She's observing what you're looking at. She's observing that sense of what where you're putting your focus, what you're putting your energy into, and kind of guiding you towards, paying attention to this, paying attention to the light, paying attention to sometimes what you're looking at, she's looking at with kind of prayers, like she's praying that you turn. She's trying to get you to look this direction. So, when we're looking one direction, she's telling you maybe it's time to look another direction. And it doesn't mean it's any less of, it means there's something powerful right here. And and that power is truly in the, it's I feel like it's like a fated, it's like the fated destiny, and something that is destined to be or destined to take place um, is in your life. And I feel like February is going to challenge you. I feel like February is showing you something that's fated. And it's 24 is the soul connection. And that's a six. It's a six, right? If you break it down, it can be a six. And so if you add it, 2 and 4, right? And so if you the other one is 10, which is this is also 5, 5, it's transformation. So I feel it's like, so what I'm getting is the power of three, the power of three. So there's one element missing. I feel like it's like there's one piece missing to full transformation. There's one thing that's just not there. There's one little key element that has to kind of align. And I feel like this is the month that, you're going to become aware of it. Whether or not it's going to fully align this month, that's still to be questioned. But it's like it's fully just something is coming together and bringing things together, bringing something together, and perspective. I definitely get like perspective. It's like everything is like bring it into perspective. Look at it in perspective. Don't get away from yourself this month. Very important. There's a lot of strange, weird energy. We are in retrograde. I am recording this on February the 4th. There's a lot of strange energy around. And you being a fire sign, you're in Aquarius energy. And I just feel like it's like fire. So what is it lighting up, and what's it fueling? What's fueling up inside of you? When we want to be sure that you're looking that right direction. Um, and then we got this beautiful, the diamond effect to outgrowth effects. Christiana is her name, and she looks like if she's the diamond. She looks like she's the queen of diamonds. She looks like she's the diamond in a deck of cards, but she also looks like she's set back into inside the mirror, and sometimes that mirror, that mirror, and she's a mirror reflection. And if you can see a diamond here, if you can get close, if you can see close enough, and there's a diamond in her head, and there's a diamond in her third eye. And so it's like mirror, mirror on the wall. That type of thing is like what is reflecting back at you, and what your third eye is seeing is like what is the reflection. There's a reflection of light. And I feel like it's like, don't get caught in what the initial reflection is. Look beyond the reflection a little bit here. But she really truly represents these Pleiadians, these beautiful Pleiadian energies that I channel all the time. And you know, uh, my newest work, I keep saying, leave your monster at home, not with shame, but it's time to bring the alien out, right? It's like the monsters can sit on the bed for now and sit in the closet wherever they want. Like they've done their job. We've acknowledged them. We've loved them. The shadow parts is now to let your alien, the part out of you that everyone looks at, the weird, the odd, the whoever it is, and just let yourself be that part of you. And then you have the and then you also have the alchemist. And so this is the enchanted alchemist. And she kind of she creates her world. She becomes a part of her world, and she just finds where she belongs, and she's able to write her story, create her story, tell her story, and hold her light. But she's also holding her light in protection. She's holding in front of her sacral, which is where all that mother energy is. It's where all these stories, the emotional connection to to all of our stories. So she's guarding kind of what is hers, but also you can see she's got like it's a broken tree trunk, and she's transformed it into that podium, into that energy. And with that, it's like you see so many things happening. And when you see all these angel wings, you look close enough, this is all birds. You got geese flying. And are the geese coming, or are the geese going? Are they, is it something that's coming in, or is it something that's leaving? And so I feel like there's a possibility of a like changes in the air, just like the change of seasons. I feel like there is some change in the air for you. And this is where the missing three is. So this is a 41. So what I'm getting here is the missing three. The missing three is right here. It's in this card, it's hidden in here. And if you notice, there's a lot of blue in this card, and there's also a lot of the trees are really darkened out. And I feel like there's like, this is you're standing in the depth of your darkness. You're standing in the depth of your shadow self. You're really having to dive deep. Like there's a big deep dive here of of kind of, I feel like something that you've avoided for a long time, and now it's being brought to the surface. So it's the diamond effect. So the magical effect of our Christ-like light, which is the diamond light, that Christ-like light is truly now going to like sprout out this, like you're seeing the effects of it. You're seeing what can happen when you allow yourself to be in the light, to look into your own light, to look into you and look a little bit deeper. But it's like by the end of February, coming into March, I feel like, but this feels truly like, um, in the darkness you will see, in your darkness you will see you. And when you find that piece of you, it's the pieces of us sometimes we keep avoiding, we keep not wanting to look like and look at. And I just looked over and I'm like, this kind of looks a little bit like mine book. My book is green, this is blue. And so there's a little bit of healing. It's like maybe the healing part is done, and now it's time to be your voice, to stand up or whatever it may be. But that's coming in for my Sagittarius for February. But I also have, like I said, the fire, you're in the flames, and I feel like you're in retrograde. It's going to have up days, going to have down days. Don't let your mind get the best of you. That's what I'm hearing. Don't let your mind get the best of you. Stay out of your head. I feel like any place that you just feel like it's like, oh, I just want to tell that person off. I just want to leave this. I just want to do this. It's like I want to walk away from this relationship. I just want to do that. Don't don't make any harsh decisions this month. This is not the month to make those harsh decisions. Hold on. Drop the card. I feel like there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of things that are happening. And, this is like journaling through, because the creation is right where you are. See, 2 1. So that's a one. Am I two? Am I one? Is it, is it a one or is it a three? So I feel like this is a wholeness. I feel like you're coming to full completion. And I feel like there's a lot of old energy that's rising up that's going to make you feel like you're losing your confidence, losing your touch, losing whatever. But that's not always true. You got to consult with spirit and not consult with your own self. Don't consult with your own head this month. Whatever you do, don't get caught there. This is not the month to get caught in your head. I'm like busting out of my shirt today. Oh, why? Buttons won't say. Lots of room, just not. And so, total quarantine. So this is also, door to spirit. It's like this doors of, we're always waiting for these doors of opportunity to open. But this door, this like, and we just want this opportunity. I just want to be somebody. I just want that purpose. And what you're being told is that sometimes, sometimes our purpose is to stay sit with this. Sometimes our purpose is to allow the energy of I just put that other card. And so I just shuffled that back in. And so this is, truly saying, sit with us, let us guide you, let us show you, let us show you what's on the other side. And I don't mean the other side to leave, but I do feel like there's a challenge here for you. I feel like it's either in like, it's not in work though. I feel like this is really in your own, like your personal life, like something around family, something around like outside of your control, but it feels like it's around your house, but outside of your house. That's what I'm seeing. So it's like around your house, but outside of your house. There's like there's like stuff out here that's going to rise up or need to be seen, but inside your house there's still that peace. And I feel like you're going to still be at peace, but it's like it's outside of your house. And I feel like everything will be about the next step, the next plan. Like there will be a next step, a next plan. But in the end, like for your personal journey, it's like you're really truly winning. Like here's your victory. You're putting your crown on, and you're not this time putting your crown on inside out. Remember that. When we put our crown on inside out, we make a choice to crown ourselves with our misery, to crown ourselves with our doubt. And so this is putting your crown the right way, so that you can let yourself shine, let yourself be seen, let yourself be out there, and whatever else that may be for you. Just let it kind of let it go this month. Let it go. Um, and I'm just going to validate this for you. I have some hold back energy, and I just feel like right between, like at below my shoulder blade, kind of at the rib cage, it's like the power center. It's like I just like, I don't know why. I just got some pressure there. I just feel like there's some pressure going to be, like there's some pressure on you. Some like, don't cave to pressure. Don't cave to pressure. Um, Soul connection is strong this month. I think you have to just sit in spirit, really truly sit with spirit, sit with self, and just see the temple path. I want to say, welcome home. That's what I want to say. Welcome home. I just feel like it's like everything of home is inside, everything that's being created. And I just feel like we're truly walking the path of the enlightened, the awakening. You're awakening to your light, to your truth, to all those things. And I just feel like for some with that, there is some energy that, it's like people want to, when we're on our journey, people want to mess with us or like, so something outside of your closest and your dearest. I just feel like there's that one, it's like something of the past, somebody or something of the past comes in and, or it just throws you for a loop. I don't know how, why, and I don't know where this is coming from, but it is deceit. And whether you're deceiving yourself and it's yourself from the past, I feel like there's greed here, right? And I just feel like there's this like envy, greed type of thing. And hmm, it's open. Like it's not somebody who's somebody who hides this. They've kind of they're just out there. They're open. I'm like, funny delivery truck just came. What's that? And I'm like, I feel like it's like they're delivering they're delivering something to you. Like they're going to deliver some deliberate intention, or you're just kind of deliberately, but deliberate intention. Like, and I feel like don't let that energy kind of rain on your parade. Is what it feels like to me. It's from the outside, and it's like there's see. If you look closely, there's like a candle over here. Why isn't that catching the curtains on fire? Right, like it's lit up and it's so close to the material, and it's like if it was a real light, it would have a flame that would catch that on fire. That's what I'm getting. And so trust that it's not truly the see. Oh, sorry, person in the reading. And here's the broken heart. And I just feel like it's outside of your work. It's outside of your home. Like out. I don't know. This feels almost family like for some reason. I don't know. This feels like something in the family. And there's the nine, 369. Um, and it's like I want to say sometimes we feel unsupported, we feel unloved, but it almost feels male to me. I don't know. It almost feels male energy to me, but it could be anything. And it's like, we don't give it that much attention. We try to validate it with something more. Um, but it's not all rainbow and sunshines. There's always something. Um, I just want to say, I just feel like saying, trust that you have yourself surrounded by enough good people. So no matter what happens on the outside, no matter what storm rolls in, no matter what comes, that you're loved and supported. And that's what I feel like, an appreciation. And I just feel like in the end, there's a little hanky. You've, you know, you've, you've let things go now, and now you're blossoming, you're opening. You appreciate the love that stood by you. And it's like behind here, it's like everything is going to be clearing up. The flowers will bloom, happy days will come again. You will be in a healing journey. There's a little bit of a healing journey here. And we just keep bouncing back to six. So I'm like, just when we think we're there, this happens. Just when we think we got that, something outside happens. It's like it's out of our control. So it's in the faded. So it could be illness, not you, but it could be around you, like somewhere that you're called to show up to, be at be at a service, be at a, someone's ill, needs some guidance, needs some help. God only knows. We don't really know. All I know is that energy is in. Doesn't mean and please remember, this is not happening to everybody. That's in the energy. That's in the Sagittarius energy right now. And that's what I got for it. So I'm just saying. And so we got the first chakra, which is Archangel Michael coming in, and he's just showing us, that rooted, grounded, the root chakra survival. I feel like you're in survival mode. You are being blessed and surrounded. protecting you. The energy is real. It doesn't mean it's happening to you. Maybe sometimes we get a heads up so that we are aware of it and we know that it's outside and that we can trust that it's not coming. I just told to pick the next one, and it is the sixth chakra. And so this is Archangel Metatron. So Archangel Michael to the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, to the top, to the bottom. You are surrounded and protected in loving protection. And you know, he's kind of cute. And and this is Sandra and Taylor Energy Oracle. The first deck was my deck, Corrie Thorne, the From the Shadows, the Everyday Goddess Oracle. That's the box of my cards. That's the box cover. They're not fully out yet. And then we have the sixth chakra, which is Archangel Metatron, which is your third eye. And like sometimes you've got to trust your third eye and not so much the eye that is in front of you. The eye of the beholder is what I'm getting. And I feel like the eye of the beholder is watching over you. That crystally blue energy. I feel like crystal blue heart. There's a lot of heart healing, a lot of beautiful energy. And overall, I feel like you're well on your journey and it's a beautiful journey and support it, surrounded in love. Know that you, like I said, this is family issue. I don't know if this is relationship or like, I just feel like there's just something outside of you that we're just going to send healing energy to and kind of, and, you know, we can't make it as light as possible, whatever it is, and that you're protected as that comes in. So much love to you all. And they just told me to give you this last card. So contentment. So the end overall end result, and I got that pain in my back again. It is like really going up between shoulder blades. It's definitely on the right hand side. And if whatever it is, I just feel like it's like that pull, like you're being pulled into like I just feel like you're being pulled into being that strength, that strong, like almost aggressive kind of energy. And don't let yourself be pulled into that energy. Stay in your gentleness. Stay gentle. Stay go with the flow. Trust. You know, trust the flow. Trust with every with light, with darkness. There's light. With light, there's darkness. Always going to be. And this is Contessa, and she is absolute contentment. And I feel like she's just flowing in and out of your energy here, almost as if you're being so guided and so protected and such love. And she's up on top of a hill, but there's always higher hills, right? There's always something more. And if you keep trying to climb, it's like you don't have to get to the top of every single mountain. You don't have to make it to the top of everything. Sometimes you got to make peace with where you are and just be content for a while. Just sit in love, just absorb, just enjoy the moment, and stay very present in the moments this month. Much love. See you soon.